provide some reaction from Clark Carlisle show. Is football racist? I thought Clark put a fantastic show and he informed us very well of the situation as far as racism goes in football. Now, my view is that there's a problem with abuse in football all across the board. I mean, at football grounds, it seems that practically anything can be said to any team, any fan, any player, and it doesn't matter because it's in the football game and it's in the football ground and it's friendly banter, as many would say. Terms such as rent boy, thrown at the other fans. I can see you holding hands. Homosexual remarks. I've all heard these in football grounds. As far as racism goes, I can't say I've really heard that much of it. I think the worst bit of racism I've heard is a Middlesbrough fan, who is the team I support, saying to Marlon King, "You black something or other," while he was playing for Hull City when we were playing there in the 2009 season. And then he ended up signing for us on loan later that season. I bet that fan felt a bit of a prat, but Marlon King probably receives his fair share of abuse these days that isn't really directed at what race he is. But that's the worst bit of racism I've heard. As far as black managers go in the Football League, I think racism partly has something to do with it, but I think it's a fact that because they haven't got the experience, because they haven't got a chance, that's cancelling them out. Because chairmen want managers who have obviously had experience of managing in the Football League, and because of a lot of black managers haven't had that experience, then they're not going to take them on. For example, if I give you a white manager he'd managed 5 Football League clubs, he guided 2 to promotion, and then there was a black guy who hadn't done any of that. He'd managed 1 team and he'd finished mid-table in League 2. Who would you take on? You'd obviously take on the white guy. Not because of the fact that he's white, simply because of the fact that he's got a better track record. But, I definitely think that there needs to be more done to get black coaches into maybe the lower levels. I mean, we've got black coaches in the England setup. We've got Noel Blake, who's the manager of the England under-19s. He's doing a fantastic job, and perhaps he might be able to get an opportunity at the Football League level. I mean, Paul Ince was a good manager at MK Dons and Macclesfield. He didn't have a good time at Blackburn. Maybe that's why he's not being given a chance in the Premier League. But definitely a Championship team could possibly give him an opportunity. I mean, I think Paul Ince is probably a better manager than a lot of managers out there. I mean, John Barnes could be given another opportunity for Tranmere. I mean, there's always that possibility. I thought Terry Connor did a good job in charge of Wolves when he was there for that brief period of time. I mean, the circumstances weren't good for him, and he managed, and he obviously got them relegated, but that was there from the start when Mick McCarthy was in charge. But I think Terry Connor should be given an opportunity of a decent team. He's been a great coach at Wolves for many years. But as far as racism on the terrorists goes, I've never really heard much of it. I don't think that really plays a part in the game atmosphere. The way Tottenham fans say "Yid Army" is, it's wrong. It's wrong, certainly, but I think it's a tradition that they've said it all the time and then they think it's okay. But, yeah, that definitely needs to be stamped out. And, when Clark was with David Baddiel and they were going about the Chelsea fans saying, you're on your way to Auschwitz and whatever. For me, that's not a racist. It's racist, but I don't think the Chelsea fans were intending to use it in a racist way. I think they were directing what they thought might offend the Tottenham fans or, you know, I'm not really sure, but I definitely don't think racism was the top of the Chelsea list of slurs. I mean, we've got a problem with abuse all across. We've got a problem with players can't even admit they're gay, you know, homosexual, because they're going to get slated. And I still think that's a massive problem, because you should be able to feel comfortable in the footballing community, because it does reflect society. And yeah, I want to hear what you think of the views on, is football racist? Is football got a problem with abuse in general? Tweet me at Jimmy_Wright or at Fudgy_Views, or you can email me at james.cartwright@radiostitch.com. This has been James Cartwright. I'm a presenter at the Hospital Radio Stitch, and I'm doing a lot of YouTube videos this year. Thank you for watching.